Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Gemini for the week of October 31st. Very happy Halloween to you, Gemini. Do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. We're going to do something a little bit different this time. Taken one card here, and this is going to represent your overall energy for the reading. We'll then take a look at what's going on in the past, we'll look at what's going on in the present, and then we'll also see the future for you. So in your overall energy here, you do have the Nine of Swords, so this could, to me, suggest that you are like really in your mind about something. The Nine of Swords it's a major energy of fear, and you know, the kind of by the book tarot definition for this is fears that necessarily aren't real, okay? Or fearing something that hasn't yet happened, okay? And the reason is you see these Nine Swords, they have not fallen down and hit this person yet, but they are fearful that they will, and they might not ever fall down and hit them. The idea is that the sword, you can't see it in this illustration, but it's the idea that the swords are on the wall, and maybe they'll just stay on the wall, maybe they'll fall, who knows? But this person can't live their life in fear. And so when you get the Nine of Swords, it can be representative of something like that. I also like to say that the Nine of Swords is like the mental health card, because this person is staying up late at night, right? They're fearful, they're maybe anxious about something. Let's see what this is. We don't need to say that this is a doom and gloom reading yet. Let's see what this is. You know, fears and anxiety are a very real part of life. Let's get two more cards here for Gemini for the past. Can we get two more cards here for the past? Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands, we have the Page of Swords. Can we get one more card? We have the Moon, and I'm also going to take this card, the Knight of Wands. All right. So, something here is phasing. The word phasing, as in the phases of the moon, something here is phasing out for you. In the past, or you've recognized. This could be with an air sign, this could be with a fire sign. This could also just not be with a person. This could be in something else, in another area of your life. But it seems like you're going through a new phase, okay? Or in the past year, there's been a new phase in your life recently that's showing up here in the cards. And so what does that mean? Well, this could be connected to travel, as you have the Ten of Wands here. Or sorry, gosh, you have the Ten of Wands down here, but I'm talking about the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands can talk about travel, foreign travel, or travel from a distance, or just moving. Actually, this card comes forward many times when people are ready to move to a new place. You do have the Moon with it, which is potentially something that's temporary, or it's, you know, the Moon represents a situation that is not as it appears. You know, there might have been, you know, again, me trying to like stay as positive as possible here. I will say that these cards are a little challenging, but we'll turn the ship around here and try to make the most positive, you know, reading that we can. What I will say is it's possible that some of you jumped to conclusions. That's what I'm looking for. It's possible that some of you have been jumping to conclusions about something. With the Moon, the Moon says be careful of emotionally charged situations, and the Knight of Wands is actually a very good card of, you know, passion, inspiration, and potentially a new move, potentially travel. I would say just be careful that, you know, well, this is in the past, so it's possible that some of you have jumped to conclusions on something. Page of Swords is potentially something disappointing, or it could be a news of delay. The Knight of Wands would be the end of delay, and the Page of Swords, though, could also say that you've been thinking a lot. Okay, you're a thoughtful person, or just that you have like a lot of thoughts, right? You're really looking at something logically, you're looking at something analytically, but I think that there's something here about your thoughts becoming a burden, because the Ten of Wands is a burden. And with the Page of Swords and the Nine of Swords and the Moon, there's some sort of burden here connected to your mindset or your thought process. So let's explore that some more. Can we clarify the Ten of Wands? Can we clarify the Ten of Wands? I think this is it. So you have the Six of Wands clarifying the Ten of Wands. Let's just get two more clarifications. I would like to know what it is. So we're going to take this card for the Page of Swords. Could be connected to a Sagittarius person. Let's also take these two cards for the Knight of Wands and the Moon card. So you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups for the Knight of Wands and the Moon card. So the Six of Wands with the Ten of Wands. And then the Temperance card with the Page of Swords. So this is important because this could be connected to a Sagittarius. This could be connected to a fellow air sign. If it's a person, you do have a water sign as well. So we're running the gamut here. But what I will say is there's a very clear way out of whatever this burden is for you. Okay, with the Six of Wands and the Temperance card, there's a very clear path through or path forward or way through this burden that is showing up for you, okay? And that's what I think the cards are suggesting here. And so I almost feel like saying there's no need to fear. In fact, that's what I do feel like saying. That's what I'm going to say. Because the Six of Wands is somebody who's taking a victory lap. The Temperance card is your situation turning around. It's your situation healing. It's you healing something. It is also asking you to come to a place of balance, patience, and harmony. Okay? There is something here about not jumping to conclusions. For some of you, this might be connected to another person. For some of you, this might be connected to travel. For some of you, this might be connected to work, as you have the Eight of Pentacles. It really just depends. So let's start to clarify this even more here. Let's get a few cards. Can we get 2 cards for your current situation? 2 cards for Gemini's current situation. Let's get 2 cards here. All right. So you have the King of Wands, definitely some Sagittarius energy showing up, or another fire sign, and the Seven of Cups in the current situation. Something that's confusing here with the Seven of Cups and the Moon. The Moon and the Seven of Cups, that's like murky water. Okay, that is something that is not clear. And this is connected to the common thread here is the thought process with the Nine of Swords, Page of Swords, and the 2 cards I just mentioned, as well as the Ten of Wands being a burden. But this is sitting at the mental level. So, you know, the cards here that we clarified are actually quite good, which is to say that right now it may feel like you're wading or you're treading water, but on top, you know, you will eventually get out of the water, is what it feels like in this reading. The King of Wands, you know, this could be connected to the way that you feel about your work. Basically, a sad King of Wands is somebody who is in a workplace situation that they don't like. That is a very sad King of Wands, okay? Because they are blessed with many talents and gifts when you get the Ten of Wands. And they are the most passionate person in the room. So when they're in a situation where they are not passionate about what they do, it's a very sad King of Wands. And so for some of you, you know, your work situation quite literally might be keeping you up late at night here. That is certainly coming in with the Nine of Swords and the King of Wands. And you're a little bit confused here, or overwhelmed with the Seven of Cups about why. Like, why is this happening? What can I do about this? So forth and so on. Can we get one clarification here from the Gilded Tarot on the Nine of Cups? Okay, I guess 2 clarifications here. So 2 clarifications here from the Gilded Tarot. Oh, 2 of Cups and the Page of Cups. So for some of you, this is not about work. This is about a person. If you're single, Page of Cups, 2 of Cups, you know, that's a really great combination for love, Gemini, I must say. But there's something that there have been words that have been unspoken here, unspoken words here. You know, there is something that there is some clarity in the situation that needs to be had. With the 2 of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Nine of Swords, there's something that you just simply are unclear on, and I think are unsure of, and so is the other person, I think. But Page of Cups, 2 of Cups would suggest that there is a really nice union here developing if you are single. Again, though, little confusing with the Seven of Cups. And I do think that this is taking up a whole lot of mental space. Let's start to clarify even more. Can we clarify the King of Wands? What is going on here with this King of Wands energy? By the way, this person could be any gender. I just read energies, so just keep that in mind. Can we get a clarification here? Okay, we got a lot of clarifications. I think we got all of the clarifications. So we have Judgment and the King of Cups here with the King of Wands. Wow. So, and then here we're also going to take these three for the middle. We have the Eight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. We have so many queens. We have, two queens, two kings at least. We have a knight, we have a page. Point being is a lot of other people's energy involved here. Okay, it's almost one of these, we have two pages, two queens, two kings, a knight, and then the Seven of Cups indicating many. It's almost like, this is something where only you know the answer to this dilemma that some of you are in a dilemma here, a little bit confused. Only you know the answer to this, and, it's great to get wise counsel from people. I'm not telling you to, be totally stern and staunch and, not take on anybody else's advice. I'm not saying that, but like, at the end of the day, there are some things that only we can decide. Actually, we have two knights. Two knights, two queens, two kings, two pages. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? It's a pairing, There's a pairing here going on. Especially because we have the page of the Two of Cups as well, which is a pair or a partnership or a union. But there's something cloudy here, and you might be putting self-imposed restrictions here, or you might be having self-imposed restrictions here with the Eight of Swords. It says that there's a solution available to you. Okay, you can see that this person's being bailed out. There's a solution, right? This person's getting out of the trap, and you just can't see it right now. You just can't see it. And that's okay, because there are some things in life that are mysteries. The Judgment card's been coming in for literally everybody over the last 2 weeks. And I think it's partially this eclipse energy that feels very heavy, which is a Scorpio new moon solar eclipse. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. This is the card of Pluto, the Judgment card, okay? But it's also Scorpio season, and, eclipse energies are very big. They're big, and we have another eclipse in November, right? So, I think the energies are heavy right now, and I just think that and I don't necessarily even mean in a bad way. I just think that they're big right now. Let's get a clarification on this Seven of Cups. Okay, Two of Swords, my gosh. I mean, something like a conversation needs to be had, or there's some clarity that needs to be had here, okay? Like, very, very, very honestly, there's some clarity that needs to be had here. This is true, I think, as well. Some of you, if you're not here for love, which not everybody is, you're waiting on results here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. This could be this could be in other areas of life not connected to love. So maybe money, or maybe, like a job, or maybe you put in an application, or you're waiting to hear, how you did on a project, or, there's some sort of like results here that you're waiting on. And the waiting game might be killing you right now, so to speak. The Judgment card suggests that you're kind of awaiting your fate, or you're ready to accept guidance from something bigger than you. And I do think that there's something here connected to results as well. If you're still here and you're not here for love, that is maybe just the results aren't here. There's just like no clarity on this situation. And this is maybe showing up as a major challenge here. Let's start to take a look at what's going on in the future for you. Can we get 3 cards? Can we get 3 cards here for the future position? All right. Can we get 2 more cards? 2 more cards. 3 more. Okay. Queen of Cups, King of Cups, 2 of Swords again. I mean, and then we also have another King and Queen. I mean, just so many, right? So many. 3 kings, 3 queens. Two knights, 2 pages. It's a lot. So, this is one of these things where I think some of you, if you're not here for love, you are just, there are other people, other people are involved here, and it's necessary for whatever reason. Like maybe you're waiting to hear from somebody on these results, and it's just like, that's the way it is. And they're just people right now that are in your life here. And then, for others of you, it's like, man, you are really maybe asking people about what should you do in love. You are, getting counsel from people. There are a lot of people here. And I think that this is happening because fundamentally you're a little confused, and with the Page of Swords, with all of this blindfold energy, or the 2 of Swords twice, Page of Swords, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, something you're spending a lot of time thinking about. And this might be one of these things where, as you have the Queen of Cups twice, Queen of Cups is about intuition. Really, the answer I think here is within. Ace of Wands is amazing. To me, it suggests that you will burn right through this feeling of confusion, and you'll get this new start, and you'll feel good again, and you'll feel like you know exactly what direction you need to head. So you have the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about this choice that you're weighing. You have the 4 of Wands, which is definitely nice for love. There is a partnership here, I will say. There is definitely a partnership here, but there's just something that words need to be spoken, or something like this here. And you have the Ace of Cups, love begins. So after much deliberation, this situation could be getting off the ground here. The 4 of Wands, I'm not saying you're going to get hitched right away, but I'm saying the 4 of Wands is a major energy of marriage in the tarot, which just means that this person could potentially be a long-term partner. But this is after much weighing, much deliberation, going back and forth, with the 2 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, deciding, deciding. And yeah, I mean, I definitely think that this new beginning is available to many of you. This is the same, if you're in the other situation here, the results will come in, and I do think that you'll be pleasantly surprised. You have the Tower on the bottom, which is a blessing in disguise. The Tower illuminates a false belief, which is something that you want to have happen, because then you know what you need to do to move forward or to change something. And the Wheel of Fortune, amazing. Wow, Wheel of Fortune Tower is an interesting combination. Just got chills when I said that. That's it's not something I see all the time, but that's nice. That's like destiny suddenly happening, or destiny arriving. But in a surprising manner, or in a way that you didn't see coming. Let's see what we have here. So we have the Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. Air Guardian, shift your perspective. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. Autumn, release the old and rest. And Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Stay rooted and grounded with shift your perception, I think, is very important. I actually think that you're spending a lot of time in the air, okay? In other words, you're spending a lot of time in your thoughts, in your headspace here, and there might be some grounding that's in order. I do think that it's because you really desire whatever this person is, whoever this person is, or whatever this situation is, and this is taking up a lot of mental space. But I think that a simple grounding technique here could be very helpful. Of course, we're in autumn, and yeah, I just think that there are major shifts happening here. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.